KSL News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to KSL 5 News at 10. I'm Ashley Kewish with Ladd Egan. Keith has the night off. Battle between the red and the blue on the hill tonight at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
It was a tight game that had fans on the edge of their seats. Jeremiah Jensen is here earlier tonight with some highlights. What a game.
We know where your loyalties lie. We're in that blue dress. You're not trying to hide it.
I'm not trying to hide it at all. Go Cougs.
I got the blue tie on here.
Yeah, you're representing as well.
Where's your loyalty?
I'm purple. I am neutral.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure,
but you guys know, when you're watching this rivalry, it always comes down to the end, and that was no different tonight. 5 of the last 6 meetings between BYU and Utah have been decided by 7 points or less. The 97th meeting between these two rivals came down to the end once again. Hold your breath. This is going to be wild. Utah seeking their 6th straight win over BYU. They haven't lost to BYU at Rice-Eccles since 2006. Last chance for Taysom and Jamal to get a win over Utah. Turnover is always a major deciding factor in these rivalry games. Tonight was no different. First play from scrimmage.
Sideline to the 10, to the 5, touchdown!
Deja vu for BYU fans from the Las Vegas Bowl. Sania Tautioli with the pick 6. Utah had their issues, though, with turnovers. Raylon Singleton fumbles. It helped set up a Jake Oldroyd field goal. Joe Williams' problems with fumbling continued. He coughs it up, setting up another Oldroyd field goal. Troy Williams threw 2 interceptions in the first half. This was a killer in the red zone. Kai Nakua with a pick, also recovered a fumble. BYU marches down the field, capped off by vintage Taysom.
First down and more. 35-30. Turns the corner down the sideline. There he goes! Touchdown, Taysom Hill!
As BYU takes a 13-7 lead, but just before the half, Utah takes that lead back. Troy Williams has time and finds Tim Patrick in the corner of the end zone. The Utes take a 14-13 lead into the locker room. More defense in the second half. After Andy Phillips' field goal, Hunter Dimmitt gets a Taysom. Sania Tautioli's second pick. Kai Nakua, maybe their best defensive player, ejected for targeting. Controversial call. The Cougars respond. Look at the passion of Kalani Sitake. Great interception by Francis Bernard, one-handed, but also McChesney ejected for targeting. So they've lost 2 DBs. Kalani furious, but after Andy Phillips' field goal, Utah by the 2013 lead. Taysom drives him down the field and scores. So what do? Kick the extra point or go for 2? Well, BYU's going to gamble. They go for 2, and they call number 7's number, but Utah has it covered. Taysom comes up short. What a game. Utah, their 6th straight win in the rivalry. Another close game. Rod, wow. They did it again. Unbelievable.
Jeremiah, what did you expect from this thing? Now, this was a very ugly rivalry game, but it was very intense. And to try to win a rivalry game with a 2-point conversion in the final 20 seconds is just incredible. And we talked to the Utes afterwards about coming through with this hard-fought, intense win. What a gutsy attempt on a 2-point conversion in a rivalry game. And your defense came up.
Kalani's aggressive. He's a heck of a football coach. He's going to win a lot of games over there.
When Taysom hit the ground to end that 2-point conversion, what was that moment like?
Oh, honestly, I don't think I've had a moment like that in my life. High school football, college football, turning around and seeing my team go crazy, I don't think there's anything to compare us to. It was a great game out there. We faced a lot of adversity. My brothers had our back, man. I had a horrible game out there, but I was able to, stay positive. My teammates told me to keep my head up and just keep fighting through.
You know, sometimes ugly's good when you win by 1, and we'll take it any way we can get it.
Yeah, that's right. A win is a win is a win. The Utes get the win, their 6th straight win over BYU. Cougars just wrapping up their press conference. We'll come back a little bit later in sports, and you'll hear from Kalani Sitake about his decision to go for 2. Jeremiah, we'll see you back here in a few minutes.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll see you back in a few. And again, another crazy, wild finish. Not the prettiest games, but you get your money's worth. Always some drama.
Were you surprised that they went for the 2 instead of the field goal?
You know what? Kalani was ready to take a risk. I think BYU, they wanted this bad. They had nothing to lose. Imagine if they get that. I mean, that goes down in rivalry lore.
It was exciting.
It came up short, but what a finish.
Yeah. Thanks, JJ.
Thank you.
For Utah and BYU fans headed to the game at Rice-Eccles today, both were treated to the Utah fight song on the Tracks train, whether they wanted to or not.